Hola mis amigos, ¿cómo están? Si aún no me conocen, mi nombre es Kyle y aquí en mi canal Pensando Inglés les traigo inglés real y comprensible para ayudarles con su inglés. Hoy les traigo input comprensible, nivel, intermedio, en la forma de un poquito de la historia de los Estados Unidos. Hoy les voy a contar unas cosas interesantes sobre mi presidente favorito en la historia de los Estados Unidos. A Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. Empecemos. Alright, my friends. Hello again. Hello, my friends. I hope that all of you are doing so well today. I hope that you have been learning, working on your goals. Hope that you are happy, and I hope that you are feeling really good about your English. But today, I'm going to help you with that last one, okay? I'm going to help you a little bit with that English part. So today I am going to talk about one of the most important figures in American history, okay? This man had a big impact on making the United States what it is today, okay? I am talking about the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. I think that Abraham Lincoln is a super interesting American, and there are a lot of things about him that most people do not know, okay? Now tell me down below, guys, tell me down below in the comments if you think that videos like this about history are interesting, okay? Because I have always liked history because I think we can learn a lot from the past, okay? We can learn lessons from the past and we can use those lessons in the future, all right? So I like history. I think there's a lot of wonderful knowledge and wisdom that we can learn from history. So, some interesting facts about Abraham Lincoln. Most people here in the US, they think that Abraham Lincoln is from the state of Illinois, okay? The state of Illinois. The state of Illinois is the state that has the big city, Chicago, in it, okay? All of you guys know about Chicago. It's one of the most famous cities in the world, all right? So, Illinois is the state that has Chicago, and a lot of people think that Abraham Lincoln was born there and he spent his whole life there, okay? But Abraham Lincoln actually was born in the state called Kentucky, but he spent his youth, his childhood, su niñez, in my state, Indiana, okay? Abraham Lincoln, he grew up in Indiana, and then he went to Illinois. Okay, now, like I said, Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States. Everybody here knows that because Abraham Lincoln is a very famous president, okay? But some things that people do not know about Abraham Lincoln. Well, he was a great, very good wrestler, okay, luchador. Abraham Lincoln is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame, all right? They say that he had over 300 wrestling matches, okay, and he only lost one time. He wrestled 300 times and he only lost once, okay? So Abraham Lincoln was strong, okay? He was strong and he was a good wrestler. Abraham Lincoln was also the tallest president ever in the United States. Abraham Lincoln is 6 feet 4 inches, okay? And just to give you guys a little bit of, so you know how tall that is, I am 6 feet tall, okay? And a lot of people, they think that I am tall, okay? But Abraham Lincoln is 4 inches taller than me, so he was about this much taller than me, okay? And he wore hats, top hats like this, so he looked really tall, okay? He looked really tall. But Abraham Lincoln was the tallest president, and he is also said to have the biggest shoe size, okay? The biggest shoe size. Now, Abraham Lincoln is one of 4 presidents that have been assassinated in the United States history, okay? So the United States have had 46 presidents. Right now we have the 46th president, Joe Biden. There have been 46 presidents, and 4 of them have been assassinated or killed, okay? If it's somebody who is not famous, we say they were killed. If it's somebody who is famous, we say they were assassinated, okay? Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. He was assassinated inside of a theater, and he was assassinated by a famous actor, okay? A very famous actor. So that's a sad and pretty strange fact. Now that is not the only sad fact on this list, because Abraham Lincoln had a lot of sad things happen in his life. He had a lot of failures, okay? Abraham Lincoln had a rough life. So another hard part of his life happened when he was young, okay? When Abraham Lincoln was 9 years old, his mother died. He lost his mother when he was only 9 years old. And his mother, she died, se falleció. She died because she drank milk from a cow who ate a poison plant, okay? So the cow ate un planta con veneno, okay, a poison plant, and then the milk, Abraham Lincoln's mom, she drank the milk, the leche, and she died, okay? So another sad thing that happened to Abraham Lincoln when he was very young. That was maybe his first time losing somebody who he loved, but it was not his last, okay? Abraham Lincoln had 4 sons, but only one of them grew up to be an adult, okay? 3 of Abraham Lincoln's sons died when they were children. This guy had a tough life. He had a really tough life. So it may not be a surprise for you guys when you hear this next fact. Hearing that his mother died when he was young, he lost 3 of his own children, okay? So it is probably not surprising when I tell you that Abraham Lincoln, he suffered from something that back then they called melancholy, okay? Everybody said that Abraham Lincoln had melancholy. But today, people think that it was probably a severe case of depression, okay? Abraham Lincoln was most likely severely depressed for all of his life. He struggled against this his whole life, okay? And it's not hard to know why. He lost his mother when he was young. He had a rough life growing up. As an adult, he lost 3 of his children, okay? So you can probably imagine why Abraham Lincoln was a very depressed and sad man. Some other facts about Abraham Lincoln that are not sad are that he was the first president to wear a beard, barba. Okay, he was the first president of the United States to have a beard, all right? Abraham Lincoln was a very smart man, but he was not educated, okay? He only spent 18 months in school, okay? So he had very little formal education, but he loved to read, okay? So he constantly was reading books, always was reading books, and he educated himself and became a great man, a great and brilliant man by reading and teaching himself, okay? Now you may think, well, he became the president and he was a very good wrestler, so this guy was a winner, right? He was a winner. He wins everything he does, he never loses. No. Abraham Lincoln lost, okay? Perdió. He lost 5 elections before he became president of the United States, okay? 5 times he ran for a public office and he lost, all right? But he never quit. He never quit. Okay, and perhaps the most important of all these facts about Abraham Lincoln, perhaps the thing that made him very famous and thought of as one of the greatest presidents in America's history, is because Abraham Lincoln ended slavery, esclavitud, here in the United States, okay? Abraham Lincoln led the North, el norte, the north of the United States, in the Civil War contra el sur, against the South, okay? And in the South of the United States, they wanted slaves, they wanted slavery. But in the North, Abraham Lincoln said no more slavery, so the North and the South fought a war, and the North won. The rest is history. Abraham Lincoln ended slavery and cemented his place in history as perhaps one of the greatest presidents of all time. Okay, guys, so what can we learn? What can we learn? ¿Qué podemos aprender de la vida de Abraham Lincoln? Well, Abraham Lincoln had a hard life, okay? He dealt with mental illness. He dealt with the deaths of his own sons. He dealt with the stress of being the leader of the country during a bloody war on American soil. But even through all of these hardships, he kept on fighting. Abraham Lincoln kept on fighting. Even when he lost elections, okay, when he lost his children, Abraham Lincoln did not give up. he did not stop. And that is why, in my opinion, he is one of the all-time great presidents of this country, one of the great all-time Americans. And if he can deal with the struggles that he dealt with and achieve all that he did and change so many things for the better in this country, I think you and I, we can achieve our goals, okay? So the next time that things are difficult in your life and you are thinking about giving up, think about good old Abe Lincoln, okay? Think about good old Abe Lincoln. Keep going, keep fighting, never give up. Muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.